What's up? It's Bobby again at the T.
And I'm Marcus, and we're here with another segment of
A Timeout at the T.
Last segment, we established that truth brings mercy. And Luke 9:55 states, "But he turned and rebuked them, and said, You do not know what manner of spirit you are of." And 56, "For the Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And they went to another village." Truth, new reality. Truth bring mercy.
Okay, so this is showing in John 1 how Jesus came to bring mercy and truth. This is new because at that time in the Bible and in our own lives, before we knew the mercy that God had to bring into the world and into our own lives, we were under a different law that the truth could at times bring condemnation or conflict or any other thing that an old mindset would encourage us to react at truth. Sometimes truths are difficult, and the best way to handle this is to subject and submit ourselves to the mercy that God brings to the world. But it's not always that easy. So the truth brings mercy, and in Ephesians 4, an aspect of this mercy is lowliness, gentleness, long-suffering, bearing with one another in love. So let's look at Ephesians 4:3 and understand the heart behind this and the grace that God provides for us that we can distribute His mercy and love in the earth. So the first word in this verse is endeavoring. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. This word endeavoring is the Greek word 776, askeo, and it means to practice, exercise, train, practice, exercise. So endeavoring means that we are intentional in everything we do to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. So this is in direct conflict with the disciples' response in Luke 9:55. They had saw that Jesus was in an interaction that the truth of that interaction may have caused them to want to enter into a condemnation, a conflict, or any old carnal fleshly mindset in response to that situation. Now, as we have the Holy Spirit and His mercy, whenever we face a conflict, we should be intentional. We should be endeavoring to always keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. It's in Ephesians 4, and this is the best way that we can guard ourselves, but not only guard ourselves, but be intentional in representing God's mercy on the earth. So we just encourage you to check out Ephesians 4. Be intentional, endeavor to keep the bond of peace, and represent God's mercy when we face hard truths or situations that are uncomfortable.
Okay, that's good, Bobby. So, okay, everyone. He's Bobby, and I'm Marcus. And that's it for another
Time on the T.